Time, a line marking our beginning and our end. But when we look back at history, we see it as nothing more than a cycle. Humanity, through the centuries, has been tested by great wars, deadly plagues, and the relentless fury of nature. And each time, millions of lives vanished in an instant. This is the story of the deadliest disasters in human history. Wars, humanity's self-destruction. But sometimes, the enemy was humanity itself. World War II, the bloodiest conflict in modern history. 85 million people perished. From the beaches of Normandy to the frozen streets of Stalingrad, from the ashes of Hiroshima to the ruined cities of Europe, war revealed the darkest depths of mankind. And it wasn't the first. The Mongol invasions. In the 13th century, Genghis Khan's armies swept across Asia and Europe. 45 million lives were lost. Cities were burned, civilizations erased. In China, the Taiping Rebellion of the 19th century, though a civil war, was as devastating as any world war. 30 million lives were lost. And World War I. The war to end all wars, they said. But with 20 million dead, it was only the beginning of new conflicts. Nature, silent yet merciless. But sometimes, death does not come from battlefields or hospital beds. Sometimes, nature writes its own rules. In 1931, the Yangtze River flood in China swallowed 3 million lives, and one of the greatest disasters, the Great Chinese Famine of 1876. The land dried up, crops failed, and people fell one by one from hunger. 13 million lives lost to a silent catastrophe. Pandemics, the invisible enemy. While men clashed on battlefields with steel and gunpowder, the real enemy was sometimes too small to see. The Black Death. In the 14th century, death roamed freely across Europe. In just a few short years, 75 million lives were lost. Originating from the depths of China, this plague silenced entire cities. But the Black Death was not alone. Smallpox. Throughout history, it claimed nearly 400 million lives. From ancient Egypt to the Americas, this curse brought empires to their knees. And in more recent history, the Spanish flu. In 1918, in the midst of war, an invisible enemy swept across the world, claiming 50 million lives. But humanity's war against pandemics is far from over. Emerging in 1981, HIV/AIDS has taken 42 million lives to this day. And in 2019, one of the greatest crises of the modern world began. COVID-19. A global pandemic shut down borders, emptied streets, and tore millions away from their loved ones. All these disasters, millions of lives lost. But what have we learned? Learning from history. As we look back on these horrific events, we see how fragile life is and how resilient the human spirit can be. Each catastrophe has tested us, forced us to innovate, and reminded us of our shared humanity. But these lessons are not just relics of the past. They are calls to action for our future. In an age where global connections can spread diseases and conflicts rapidly, and where climate change triggers new catastrophes, we must heed these warnings. By strengthening international cooperation, investing in public health, promoting peace, and adopting sustainable practices, we can honor the memory of these tragedies and prevent their recurrence. I invite you to join this journey of discovery and reflection. Share your thoughts with us and continue exploring history's most pivotal moments in our next video. Thank you for watching.